Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday, dear AJS. Happy birthday to us. Yay! Hooray! It's our birthday! Exactly a year ago today, we drove to Christchurch and we literally bought every bead in the store. We bought the whole store home. My husband still thinks I'm crazy. But a year later, here we are, and it's been a wild ride. Today, I'm going to be sharing a video that I made as part of my 5-minute earring series, and we're making these beautiful shell teardrop hoops. I'm going to be giving away a kit to make those, so you need to watch to the end of the video to find out what you need to do to win, or go in the draw to win the kit. All right, so let's get started and find out what we need to do, what we need to make these earrings. To make these earrings, we're going to need some of these beautiful mother of pearl teardrops. These ones are 9.5 by 6 millimeters. We'll also need some Ceylon seed beads. These are 11.0. We don't need this many. You need probably about 28, but I've got a few extras because some of them have small holes and don't want to go through, the wire doesn't want to go through them. We also have a pair of ear wires and 2 4mm jump rings and 2 6mm jump rings. I've got here 2 pieces of 20 gauge wire, and they are 13 centimeters long. Really quick and easy project, this one. In terms of tools, you will need 2 pairs of chain nose pliers, a pair of flush cutters, and a pair of round nose pliers. What we're going to do first is take one of our wires and we're going to make a loop in one end. So I've moved in from the end of my pliers about 1/2 centimetre, and I'm just going to make a loop. If you don't know how to make a loop, I've got a whole video on it, and I will leave the link in the description below for you. So I'm just putting the wire between the jaws of my round nose pliers, making sure it's not sticking up, and I'm just going to turn as far as my hand will go, remove the pliers, and just checking it's not quite closed, so put reposition the pliers, the wire onto the bottom jaw of the pliers, and just go a little bit further. And I'm actually going to stick my thumbnail in there, right where it joins the stem, where the loop joins the stem, and I'm just going to give it a little twist backwards to make sure that the loop is centered on the wire like that. Next, I'm going to thread on my beads. I'm going to put on 7 Ceylon seed beads. And as I said, some of these have smaller holes than others, so I'm just making sure that they are the ones, just using the ones obviously that will flow onto the wire nice and easily. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one's too small. 6. Whoops. That one's too small as well. 7. Now I'm going to put my teardrop on. Now these teardrops are drilled from side to side rather than from front to back. So popping that one on, and I'm just going to put on another 7 seed beads. 1, 2, 3. Oops. All right, that's what I have now. And I actually didn't tell you, there is something else that you will need. I have got here a little bottle. Now I'm using this little bottle as a mandrel to bend my wire around. You can use anything. I've just chosen this because it's about the right size. I'm going to take my wire, and I've actually moved the beads to about the center of my wire, and I'm just going to push it around the bottle. Just like that, and cross it over at the back. Just making it round. Now I know that these earrings are a bit of a teardrop shape, but we will deal with that in a minute. And next I'm going to take my round nose pliers and make a loop the same size as before in the other end of the wire, just in the same way. Right, so that's what I have now. Now what I'm going to do with these loops is I'm actually going to take both of my chain nose pliers. I'm going to hold, just going to squeeze, give that a little squeeze because it's not quite closed. I'm going to hold the loop in one hand with one pair of pliers, and I'm going to hold the wire in the other pair with the other one, and I want to turn it. It might actually be easier if I use my hand. So basically what I'm wanting to do is turn it so it's going facing towards the back. Hope you can see that. And I'm just going to do that with my other pair, as with my other one as well. And they need to be going the same way. So that's what I have now. Next, what I'm going to do is actually grab that loop again in my pliers, and I'm just going to give it a little twist so that it's got a right angle underneath it, and I'll do that with the other side as well. And I'm just concerned about that little loop there, that it's not quite closed, so I'm going to take my round nose pliers again and just give it a bit of an extra turn. Okay, so that's what I have now. Now I'm going to take my pliers, I'm going to take my wire and just kind of shape it a little bit with my fingers. And I'm going to take my pliers and hold both of those loops in the jaws like that, and just to kind of manipulate the wire to be where I want it to be. So what I'm aiming for is for those loops to sit nice and close together like that. Now I'm going to take my 4mm jump ring, and using my 2 pairs of pliers I'm going to open it. If you haven't opened or closed jump rings before, I have a video on that as well, so I'll leave that link down in the description as well. So I've opened my jump ring. Now I'm going to just thread on both of those loops, and I'm going to close my jump ring. So that's what I have now. Now all that's remaining with this earring is to put on the ear wire, and I'm going to do that by using a jump ring. As this time I'm using a 6mm jump ring, and once again I'm opening it with my pliers, one on either side. I'm going to feed on the 4mm jump ring. It doesn't want to go where it's supposed to, but that's okay. So you want it to be at the top there, and I'm also going to put on my ear wire. And then I'm just going to close up that jump ring again. Just double check that it's closed. There you go. There's the earring. All I need to do now is make another one, and by the magic of video I've already done that. Okay, so I've already made my second earring, and you can see here they're slightly different shapes. So what I can do is just manipulate them until, just move the wire around until they are the same shape. And you can even lay one on top of the other and just, you know, play with it until it's very pliable, so it will be fine. So that's it for making these earrings. And of course you want to know how you can win a kit to make them. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like the video and ring the bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload new content, and then leave me a comment in the comment section below and tell me why you would like to win the kit, or just say hello or whatever. Just leave me a comment, okay? I hope you've enjoyed making these 5-minute earrings with me. Thanks for watching and have a great day.